Hello viewers, welcome to the video lecture series on the job role of Electric Vehicle Service Assistant for class 9th. So let's start the video with today's content on Unit 2 Electric Vehicles and their Components. Session 1 Types of Electric Vehicle. Part 1 Battery Electric Vehicles. You know viewers, here we are taking exciting topics which will give you a broad spectrum on the subject of Electric Vehicle Service Assistant. As you know, in market there are several types of electric vehicles available. These include: first, Battery Electric Vehicle (BEV), second, Hybrid Electric Vehicles (HEVs), third, Plug-in Hybrid Electric Vehicles (PHEVs), fourth, Fuel Cell Electric Vehicles (FCEVs), fifth, Neighborhood Electric Vehicles (NEVs). But in today's session, we will discuss about the battery electric vehicles. These are the important points which will be covered here. First, battery electric vehicles (BEVs). Second, working of battery electric vehicles. Third, advantages and disadvantages of battery electric vehicles. Fourth, components of battery electric vehicles. Fifth, activities for students. First up, let's talk about battery electric vehicles. Battery electric vehicles are also known as all electric vehicles (AEVs). Electric vehicles using VEV technology run entirely on a battery-powered electric drivetrain. The electricity used to drive the vehicle is stored in the large battery pack, which can be charged by plugged in into the electric grid. The charged battery pack then provides power to one or more electric motors to run the electric car. So viewers, the main component of battery electric vehicles are the electric motor, inverter, battery, control module, drivetrain. So students, let's discuss the working principle of battery electric vehicles. The power for the electric motor is converted from the DC battery to AC. As the accelerator is pressed, a signal is sent to the controller. The controller adjusts the speed of the vehicle by changing the frequency of the AC power from the inverter to the motor. The motor then connects and leads to the turning of wheels through a cog. If the brakes are pressed or the electric car is decelerating, the motor becomes an alternator and produces power, which is sent back to the battery. Battery electric vehicle must be plugged into an external power source to recharge their battery pack. This can be done using a standard electrical outlet, a dedicated charging station, or a fast charging station. The charging time for a battery electric vehicle can be vary depending upon the battery size and charging speed, but can typically range from a few hours to several hours. Here are some examples of battery electric vehicles: MG ZS, Tata Nexon, Tata Tigor, Mahindra E20, Hyundai Kona, Mahindra Verito. So let's discuss the advantage of battery electric vehicles. First, zero emissions. Battery electric vehicles do not produce any tailpipe emissions, which means they are much cleaner and more environmentally friendly than traditional gasoline-powered vehicle. Second, lower operating cost. Battery electric vehicles have lower operating cost than gasoline-powered vehicles, as the cost of electricity is typically lower than the cost of gasoline. Third, quiet and smooth driving experience. Battery electric vehicles are very quiet and provide a smooth driving experience due to lack of an internal combustion engine. So students, let's discuss the disadvantage of battery electric vehicles. First, limited range. The range of a battery electric vehicle is typically shorter than that of a traditional gasoline powered vehicle. This means that battery electric vehicles may not be suitable for long distance driving. Second, charging time. The time required to charge a battery electric vehicle can be longer than the time required to refuel a gasoline powered vehicle. Third, charging infrastructure. To recharge a battery electric vehicle, driver needs access to charging infrastructure such as public charging station or dedicated home charging stations. Fourth, upfront cost. The upfront cost of battery electric vehicle can be higher than the cost of traditional gasoline powered vehicle. This is due to the cost of the battery pack, which is the most expensive component of the vehicles. Key component of an all-electric vehicle car. First, battery, all-electric auxiliary. In an electric drive vehicle, the auxiliary battery provides electricity to power vehicle accessories. Second, traction battery pack. It stores electricity for use by the electric traction motor. Third, transmission, electric powertrain. The transmission transfers mechanical power from the electric traction motor to drive the vehicles. Electric traction motor. Using power from the traction battery pack, this motor drives the vehicle's wheels. Some vehicles use motor generators that perform both the drive and regeneration functions. Fifth, traction motor controller. This unit manages the flow of electrical energy delivered by the traction battery, controlling the speed of the electric traction motor and the torque it produces. Sixth, charge port. The charge port allows the vehicle to connect to an external power supply in order to charge the traction battery pack. 7. DC-DC converter. This device converts higher voltage DC power from the traction battery pack to the lower voltage DC power needed to run vehicle accessories and recharge the auxiliary battery. 8. Onboard charger. It takes the incoming AC electricity supplied by the charge port and converts it to the DC power for charging the traction battery. It also communicates with the charging equipment and monitors battery characteristics such as voltage, current, temperature, and state of charge while charging the pack. 9th, thermal system or cooling system. This system maintains a proper operating temperature range of the engine, electric motor, power electronics, and other components. So students, it's time for activities. You can get help from your teachers and guides too. The activities include: first, collect the poster from magazine and newspaper of electric vehicle and differentiate them by their used depending upon factors such as range, cost, and intended use. So students, when you are doing this types of activity, submit your learning outcome to your teachers in school. Now it's time to summarize our video lecture session. We have learned a lot about the types of electric vehicle. First, battery electric vehicles. Second, the advantages of battery electric vehicles. Third, the disadvantages of battery electric vehicles. Fourth, key component of an all-electric car. Thank you for joining us on the electric adventure. Till then, keep watching and enjoy learning. Thank you.